This is a continuation of our video series about the dark side of Asia. Please watch out for part 3. From safety concerns to cultural barriers. Why Filipinos should think twice before visiting these 10 Asian countries. As an Asian country with a long history of colonization and migration, the Philippines has a rich and diverse culture. However, despite its contributions to the global community, Filipinos still face discrimination and xenophobia in many parts of the world. From being called derogatory names to experiencing physical violence, Filipinos have been subjected to various forms of prejudice in different countries. In this video, we will explore the dark side of Asia and highlight 10 countries where Filipinos face discrimination and xenophobia. We will delve into the root causes of this issue and examine the impact it has on the Filipino community. Join us as we shed light on this important topic and strive to create a world where everyone is treated with respect and dignity, regardless of their ethnicity or nationality. 1. Understanding discrimination and xenophobia. Discrimination and xenophobia are two closely related concepts that have a profound impact on the lives of Filipinos living in Asia. Discrimination refers to the unfair treatment of individuals or groups based on factors such as race, ethnicity, or religion. Xenophobia, on the other hand, is the fear or hatred of foreigners or those perceived as outsiders. In many cases, these two concepts overlap, and individuals may experience discrimination and xenophobia simultaneously. Discrimination and xenophobia can take many forms, from subtle acts of exclusion to overt acts of violence. Filipinos living in Asia may face discrimination in the workplace, where they may be denied jobs or promotions because of their ethnicity. They may also be subjected to harassment or violence in public spaces, such as markets or on public transportation. These experiences can be traumatizing and have a lasting impact on the mental health and well-being of individuals and communities. 2. Historical background of Filipino migration. Filipino migration to other countries in Asia has a long and complex history. From the 16th century onwards, Filipinos have traveled to other parts of Asia as traders, seafarers, and laborers. During the colonial period, the Philippines was ruled by Spain, and many Filipinos were sent to work in other Spanish colonies in Asia. In the 20th century, Filipino migration to other parts of Asia increased, driven by economic opportunities and political instability at home. Today, there are an estimated 10 million Filipinos living and working abroad, with the majority residing in other Asian countries. While many Filipinos have found success and prosperity in these countries, others have faced discrimination and xenophobia. Understanding the historical context of Filipino migration is essential for understanding the challenges that Filipinos face in other parts of Asia. 3. Countries where Filipinos face discrimination and xenophobia. There are many countries across Asia where Filipinos face discrimination and xenophobia, but 10 stand out as particularly challenging. These countries are: Number 11. Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia has the largest number of Filipino workers in the Middle East, with an estimated 1.2 million Filipinos living and working in the country. However, these workers often face difficult conditions, including low wages, long hours, and limited access to healthcare. Filipinos in Saudi Arabia have reported instances of physical and sexual abuse, as well as discrimination in the workplace. Number 12. Singapore. Singapore is home to an estimated 200,000 Filipinos, many of whom work in the healthcare or domestic service sectors. While Singapore is generally considered a welcoming and inclusive country, Filipinos have reported instances of discrimination in the workplace and in public spaces. Filipinos in Singapore have also reported feeling isolated and disconnected from the larger community. Number 13. Malaysia. There are an estimated 700,000 Filipinos living and working in Malaysia, many of whom work in the manufacturing or domestic service sectors. However, Filipinos in Malaysia often face discrimination and xenophobia, particularly from the Malay Muslim majority. Filipinos have reported being denied access to public services and experiencing harassment and violence in public spaces. Number 14. Hong Kong. Hong Kong is home to an estimated 200,000 Filipinos, many of whom work as domestic helpers. While Filipinos in Hong Kong enjoy legal protections and access to healthcare and education, they often face discrimination and xenophobia from the larger community. Filipinos have reported being subjected to racist slurs and experiencing harassment and violence in public spaces. Number 15. Japan. Japan is home to an estimated 300,000 Filipinos, many of whom work in the healthcare or manufacturing sectors. While Japan is generally considered a safe and welcoming country, Filipinos in Japan have reported experiencing discrimination in the workplace and in public spaces. They are often paid lower wages compared to their Japanese counterparts and are denied promotions despite being qualified. Filipinos are also at risk of isolation due to the language and cultural barriers. Number 16. Taiwan. Taiwan accommodates a population exceeding 150,000 Filipinos, primarily engaged in healthcare and manufacturing industries. Unfortunately, these Filipino workers encounter instances of discrimination within their workplaces and housing situations. Despite possessing qualifications, they frequently encounter lower wages than their Taiwanese colleagues and are unjustly denied promotions. Additionally, language and cultural barriers place Filipinos at the risk of isolation, further exacerbating their challenges. Number 17. United Arab Emirates. The United Arab Emirates is home to an estimated 700,000 Filipinos, many of whom work in the construction or domestic service sectors. While the UAE is generally considered a prosperous and modern country, Filipinos in the UAE have reported experiencing discrimination in the workplace and in public spaces. Filipinos residing in the UAE have also shared their experiences of feeling isolated and disconnected from the larger community. Number 18. Qatar. Qatar is home to an estimated 250,000 Filipinos, many of whom work in the construction or domestic service sectors. While Qatar is generally considered a prosperous and modern country, Filipinos in Qatar have reported experiencing discrimination in the workplace and in public spaces. Filipinos have also reported feeling isolated and disconnected from the larger community. Number 19. Kuwait. Kuwait is home to an estimated 180,000 Filipinos, many of whom work in the domestic service or healthcare sectors. While Kuwait is generally considered a prosperous and modern country, Filipinos in Kuwait have reported experiencing discrimination in the workplace and in public spaces. Filipinos have also reported feeling isolated and disconnected from the larger community. Number 20. South Korea. South Korea is home to over 60,000 Filipinos, most of whom work in the healthcare and manufacturing sectors. However, Filipinos in South Korea face discrimination in the workplace and in housing. They are often paid lower wages compared to their South Korean counterparts and are denied promotions despite being qualified. Filipinos are also at risk of isolation due to the language and cultural barriers. 4. Experiences of Filipinos in each of these countries. The experiences of Filipinos living in these 10 countries are varied and complex. While many Filipinos find success and prosperity in these countries, others face significant challenges. Filipinos in these countries face a range of challenges, including discrimination in the workplace and in housing, non-payment of wages, physical abuse, sexual harassment, and isolation due to language and cultural barriers. Many Filipinos also face the risk of arrest and deportation due to strict immigration laws. Despite these challenges, many Filipinos continue to work hard and contribute to the development of the countries they work in. They often send remittances back to their families in the Philippines, which helps support the country's economy. 5. Impact of discrimination and xenophobia on Filipinos. Discrimination and xenophobia have a significant impact on the mental health and well-being of Filipinos living in these countries. It creates an environment of fear and anxiety, which can lead to depression, anxiety, and other mental health issues. Discrimination also hinders the ability of Filipinos to fully integrate into their host societies and take advantage of the opportunities available to them. Filipinos who are denied jobs or promotions because of their ethnicity may struggle to make ends meet, and may be forced to work in difficult or dangerous conditions. 6. Examples of discrimination towards Filipinos in Asia. There are many examples of discrimination towards Filipinos in Asia, ranging from subtle acts of exclusion to overt acts of violence. In 2018, a video surfaced showing a Filipino domestic worker being physically abused by her employer in Kuwait. The video sparked outrage and led to a temporary ban on the deployment of Filipino workers to Kuwait. In 2019, a Filipino worker in Taiwan was denied a promotion despite being the most qualified candidate. The worker filed a complaint with the Taiwan Labor Ministry, which ruled in her favor and ordered the company to pay her back wages. 6. How to address discrimination and xenophobia towards Filipinos in Asia. Addressing discrimination and xenophobia towards Filipinos in Asia requires a multifaceted approach. Governments and employers must take steps to ensure that Filipinos are treated fairly and with respect. This may require enacting laws and policies that promote equality and protect the rights of Filipinos. Employers also need to be held accountable for their treatment of Filipino workers. This includes providing fair wages, safe working conditions, and opportunities for advancement. In addition, civil society organizations and community groups can play an important role in raising awareness about the challenges that Filipinos face in Asia. These groups can provide support and resources to Filipinos who are experiencing discrimination and can work to build bridges between different communities. Finally, education and awareness-raising campaigns are key to combating discrimination and xenophobia towards Filipinos in Asia. These campaigns should aim to promote understanding and respect for different cultures, as well as highlight the contributions that Filipinos make to their host societies. Individuals can also play a role in addressing discrimination and xenophobia towards Filipinos in Asia. By speaking out against discrimination and promoting understanding and tolerance, individuals can help to create a more inclusive and welcoming society. 7. Resources for Filipinos experiencing discrimination in Asia. There are several resources available for Filipinos experiencing discrimination in Asia. The Philippine embassies and consulates in host countries can provide assistance to Filipinos who are in need of help. There are also several non-governmental organizations that provide support and advocacy for migrant workers. These resources may include legal assistance, counseling services, and employment support. By reaching out to these resources and seeking help, Filipinos can better navigate the challenges of living and working in other countries in Asia. 8. Stories of resilience and success of Filipinos in Asia. Despite the challenges they face, many Filipinos in Asia have succeeded in their chosen fields and have made significant contributions to their host societies. From healthcare workers to engineers to entrepreneurs, Filipinos have shown that they are capable of achieving great things. One example is Dr. Mary Ann Banoya, a Filipino nurse who works in a hospital in Japan. Despite facing discrimination and language barriers, Dr. Banoya was able to overcome these challenges and become a respected member of her hospital staff. She now serves as a mentor to other Filipino nurses who are working in Japan. Another example is Manny Pacquiao, a Filipino boxer who has achieved worldwide fame and success. Pacquiao has used his platform to advocate for the rights of migrant workers and to promote understanding and respect for different cultures. In conclusion, discrimination and xenophobia towards Filipinos in Asia is a complex issue that requires a multifaceted approach to address. By working together, governments, employers, and civil society can create a more inclusive and welcoming environment for Filipinos and other migrant workers in Asia. Finally, have you ever wished of traveling the world and make money at the same time, without ever creating your own products or websites? Then let me show you how to set up your own online business empire to make $100 to $200 a day. And how you can get started right now. Click the link below for more info. If you love this type of videos, please subscribe to our channel, like and share this video with your friends, then hit the notification bell. That way you won't miss any of our future videos. Thank you.